to do to get this guy out of there.
Oh, that's what you got to do. A hook right to the head. Hard.
Delgado still standing. Minute 20 in the 11th.
His face all lumped up, now bleeding from both eyes, and looking like he just can't take much more.
Again, the crowd sensing it. Perhaps a matter of time. But Delgado has other ideas. Again, combination to that. Delgado invites him in. Says, come on, do it again. Now he chases Hearns around the ring. Less than a minute to go in round 11. Hearns steps back. Both fighters drenched.
Hearns looks clear-eyed, where the other guy looks bleary. I mean, the other guy looks like if he sees him, he's doing good. Whereas Hearns looks like he's drawing a bead, but he just can't pull the trigger like he used to. It's not there.
Right hand by Delgado got in. Trying to chop down to the top of Hearns' head.
See, nothing in that punch. Even when he lands it flush, it does nothing. It's like a pat on the cheek. Hearns pulled another round out, and I think he's in front, and he just about pulled out this fight.
No punching, no punching.
The man is dead. You win this show, you win the fight. You lose this fight, you take. You got to win it, baby. Everybody's here. You got to win it.
The man go to the run. I want you 1-2. I want you 1-2. Don't even worry about the jab.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go.
On your toes. When you stay on your toes all around, you win the
Tommy, you
fight.
gotta stay on your toes. Don't worry about nothing.
Push yourself.
Come on, Tommy. Come on.
Stay on your toes. Don't settle down.
Here's the kind of effectiveness that won the round for Thomas Hearns. He's clear-eyed now. He hasn't got much energy, but he's got some snap to the punch, and there's nothing left in Freddie Delgado. There's nothing but heart. There's nothing but heart and guts. A picture of a battered fighter.
There's the bell. It was hard to hear over the crowd, but Tommy Hearns continues to sit. The referee says, come on in. Finally, Delgado hears it as well. The instructions. He doesn't understand it, but he hears. Now we touch gloves, round 12. Two courageous guys, Tommy Hearns and Freddie Delgado, both showing outstanding.
Look at that punch. It looks like he's in molasses. I mean, he looks like he's got something holding him back. Poor Delgado has nothing left, and still there's snap to the Tommy Hearns. A great puncher that he's been, but he goes back to the ropes, and he knows he needs this round. I mean, there's no question about that. His corner knows it. I don't think he can lose this fight now, but you never know.
Delgado has to knock Hearns out.
Well, the good and the bad news is that he won the fight. Tommy Hearns. It's not over yet. It's not over yet, but it seems as if he's pulled it out.
The crowd getting behind Delgado once again. Of course, cheering for Hearns at the outset, but now supporting the underdog, who has put on quite a display.
It would be a shame after such a gutty display if this kid gets knocked out.
Left jab by Hearns got in.
Yeah. It's like the Jake LaMotta Sugar Ray Robinson fight. It would have been a shame if Jake got knocked out. Well, that's the way this is. This kid has been here. He's taken the best of a master puncher. He deserves to hear the decision.
What a tough kid, Freddie Delgado. Again, not letting up. Back comes Tommy Hearns.
No punching, no punching. Come on, Freddie. Don't lean on him.
Hard to believe that Delgado did get knocked down in this fight, but that was way back.
And that was such a flash, he didn't even know he was doing that.
Didn't know. That was in the first round. Hearns went down in the second round, but it wasn't really a tremendous punch. Now, he sends Delgado back, but Delgado stands right in. Less than a minute to go in the fight.
Relatively unmarked, pretty clear-eyed, and now looking like he senses that he could put this away and not let it get to the decision.
Now Now he's got that left hand sway, as we've seen so many times.
He had it cocked and he was ready to go, but the kid moved away.
Left hook by Tommy Hearns, and that stung Delgado.
Well, he's got 20 seconds to go, and all this kid's got to do is hang on, and he's just about gone. Just about gone.
Final seconds of the fight, and you'll hear it from the crowd when this one ends. 5 seconds to go in the fight. Tommy Hearns at the bell.
Time, guys. Time. Great fight, guys.
And fittingly, it ends with both arm in arm.
And that was not what we expected, Mr. Albert. That was not what we expected.
Not what Tommy Hearns expected. The crowd applauding the efforts of Tommy Hearns and Freddie Delgado.
Let's take a look at how the brave Delgado weathers the storm, and the fight ends when he's just on the verge of unconsciousness. And you gotta say, that's a big display of heart.
Total exhaustion on the part of Tommy Hearns and Freddie Delgado. They take one last look at each other. That was a poignant moment.
Well, I've got Hearns ahead 115-112. Nothing would surprise me on hearing this decision, however. I think it might be bigger because of the reputation of Hearns, but we'll never know until we hear in the next few minutes.
Hearns' face looks all right. You saw the battered face of Freddie Delgado. Look at that face. The cuts under the right eye, over the left eye. Oh, did he take a beating? The right eye almost completely closed by Tommy Hearns. And Hearns, exhausted, was nearly down and out in this fight midway. He just could not put the rock-solid Freddie Delgado away. Delgado, who has not fought in 2 years, but against the aging 35-year-old Tommy Hearns. And as I said a few rounds ago, win, lose, or draw, he's got to do a lot of soul-searching after this one.
We got to get you a second's life.
He, based on this performance, would have all kinds of trouble with the much faster Bobby Ches.
They can't argue about
Hearns having trouble even just getting the energy to utter up a couple of words. Valiant effort by this young man. 30-year-old Freddie Delgado out of Puerto Rico, lives in Miami. Unrated, unheralded. As I mentioned, out of the ring for the last couple of years, managerial problems. And he hung tough, hung in there against the legend, Tommy Hearns. So they are taking their time, just as they did in tabulating the Bobby Ches George Romero fight, which was a clear-cut decision for Bobby. I think we're just about ready right now for the decision, so let's go back up to our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. I will read the score totals. Judge at ringside, Johnny Richardson scores the bout 115-113. Leo Johnson scores the bout 117-104. Murray Rosen scores the bout 115-110. All three in favor of the winner, and still champion, Thomas Hit Man Hearns.
It wasn't easy. An exhausting victory for Tommy Hearns as the two principals hug. And a big sigh of relief behind Hearns from Emmanuel Stewart. This was risky business, getting in there tonight with a heavy puncher such as Freddie Delgado. So here at the Charlotte Coliseum, Tommy Hearns retains his NABF Cruiserweight Championship and lifts his record to 53-4-1. Still has the 42 knockouts. But a tough night, a long night for Tommy Hearns. And look at that as he prays. Thanking the man upstairs for the victory tonight. The crowd gives him a nice round of applause. Long night of fights coming to an end here at the Charlotte Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. Big cluster in the center of the ring. And briefly recapping, in round number 1, the first knockdown, Freddie Delgado. Look how clean-faced he is there. What a contrast. We just saw at the end of the fight. There it is, the short, crisp right hand. The legendary right hand of Tommy Hearns sending Freddie Delgado to the seat of his pants. It happened so fast he looked at his corner and was inquisitive. He wasn't even sure he got knocked down. Then in round 2, here it is. This is the stunner. Wasn't a great punch. It was kind of a grazing punch. Looked almost in the replay as if Tommy Hearns lost his balance, but he did get punched, and it was ruled an official knockdown. Tommy Hearns shocked as he is put to the canvas in the second. But from the 10th round on into the championship rounds, Tommy Hearns reached down for that reserve of energy, that championship energy that he knows so well, came back despite being wobbly, de-energized, exhausted. Look at this barrage by Tommy Hearns, sending Freddie Delgado every which way, his head bobbing around, but showing the great guts and character throughout the entire fight and hanging in there. The fight doctor is ready with both fighters in the ring, so let's send it up to Freddie Pacheco.
Freddie,
Yeah.
tú supiste que te tumbaron en el primer round. Did you know that you were knocked down in the first round?
No, fíjate, él me sorprendió. Él me sorprendió cuando llegué a la esquina y le dije, Dios me tumbó, ni cuenta me di.
He said he didn't really know he was down in the first round. He got such a surprising shot that he had to ask the corner if he had been down. Tommy, when you went down, you knew you were down.
No question. I knew I was down, but I knew I had to get up and fight because Freddie brought the fight to me. He made me fight, so I had to get out and basically just use my head and try to outbox him.
En algún momento tú creías que the opponent's helping each other. A little water here. Whoa! I got to wear a raincoat for these things. Oye, tú creías que tenías oportunidad de ganarle.
Sí, yo, aunque te llevo 4 años de inactividad, yo sabía que si yo lo sorprendía, yo podía ganar.
I asked him, did he think at any time that he could beat the great Tommy Hearns? He said, yeah, I trained hard and I thought I could beat him and I thought I was there.
Por eso yo cogí la pelea.
That's why he took the fight. Tommy, in the middle of in this fight, as hard as it was, you look so tired, you look like your legs were going. You think you had enough gas to go 12 rounds?
I was sure I had enough gas. I had to just pace myself because it's been a while since I went 12 rounds, so basically it was all about pacing myself and trying to get the shots out easy. And,
Were you amazed that this guy could take those Tommy Hearns shots? You hit him with some Tommy Hearns right hands and turn people over.
Yeah, he fooled me. He stuck in there and he accepted punches very well.
All right, the story of the night was to ask Emmanuel Stewart, as we had talked yesterday and today, why did you ever put this man in where the guy can punch this hard? Now I ask you again, why did you ever do that?
Well, you know, we're on Showtime, and Don King only makes tough fights. In fact, he's got his 2 main fighters knocked off recently, Terry Norris and Chavez. But
hey, they can say a lot of things about Don King, but he ain't got anything to do with what happens in the ring when it's this tough a fight. Now, did it surprise you? Don King is here. He made this tough fight. Did it surprise you the way it turned out?
Well, no, Freddie is the spoiler, and I knew that Freddie would put up a good fight, and I know Tommy would put up a good fight, and he did what he had to do to pull it out, but it was a terrific fight. No one can deny. They seen a barn burner this night.
All right, now you have been fearless this year about putting the best with the best. Would you put Bobby Chez off his performance, which was good today, against our Hearns, Tommy Hearns, who looked tired and looked weary in this? So would you put them together?
Absolutely, because Tommy Hearns won't be tired next time. He'd be prepared, you know. So when he get time for Chez, it'll be Chez time with Tommy Hearns, and that'll be a great fight. So we're looking forward to taking Tommy to Paris in April, and he's going to do a good job there. We're going for a world title with Tommy. Then we're coming for Bobby Chez. Bobby Chez will be working the same way, going for a world title, and the 2 guys will meet, and it's going to be a sensational fight for Showtime.
And that will be, but you can't forget this kid. He had some kind of guts, and he should be back on Showtime. Now, we'd like to talk to you all night, but we got to get back to Steve at ringside. It's been another exciting night at Showtime.
Certainly has.
All right, thanks very much, Freddie. Well, we just witnessed our first ever water fight on Showtime Championship Boxing as well. Great respect exhibited between Tommy Hearns and Freddie Delgado. We thank you, Freddie, as we head for the bell here at the Charlotte Coliseum. Let's take one more look at tonight's results as we recap our boxing doubleheader. In the first fight on the card tonight, Bobby Chez making his comeback, his first fight in 22 months, coming off the injury suffered in a car accident and he defeated George O'Mara, tough guy from Camden, New Jersey and Los Angeles, via unanimous decision. Ches goes up to 41-5 with 26 KOs. And of the fight you just saw, in a valiant effort by Freddie Delgado, the challenger, wasn't enough though. Tommy Hearns with a unanimous decision over Delgado, and he sends his record to 53-4 and won with 42 KOs.